Associate a lot of fun, discovery, finding information, that's what Yahoo's all about.
They were adding between 500 and 1,000 sites a day.
Financial markets are pouring money into these companies, and they're grabbing as much as they can grab. All bets are off.
We never thought we'd be at this point.
Imagine being at the pinnacle of the tech industry, at the dawn of the internet age, being worth over $128 billion, all for it to be destroyed before your very eyes. They had the chance to buy YouTube, Google, and even Facebook. They said no. This is the story of Yahoo, once a shining beacon in the digital world. But today, you're looking at a very different picture. How did such a huge company burn so badly? They do say, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. Let's start at the beginning. Our story starts in the heart of Silicon Valley, 1994. Two young Stanford students, Jerry Yang and David Filo, found themselves frustrated with the disorganized state of the internet. So they decided to make a list of their favorite websites. What started as a hobby soon turned into a mission. They sought to transform the internet, to organize the chaos, and to guide the world through the digital landscape. They first called it Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web. However, in 1994, Netscape launched a web browser which everyone was using, and they put a link at the top to Jerry and David's directory. This changed everything. They were getting millions of views, but now they had to invest in servers to handle all the traffic. This was now becoming a business. Yahoo's approach to cataloging the internet was revolutionary. Websites were neatly organized into categories, making the vast expanses of the internet more accessible to everyday users. It was simple, intuitive, and above all, user-friendly. Since millions of people were on there, it was getting a lot of attention, and advertisers love attention. They had become the entry point into the internet, making them the go-to place to run ads. The money started pouring in, and Yahoo wasted no time in expanding. They realized that because they were the place people went to find services, they could make their own services too and place them at the top of their own directory. They made Yahoo Mail, Yahoo Finance, Yahoo Chat. Yahoo was positioning itself as a one-stop shop for internet services. It was pioneering, it was ambitious, it was a game changer. By the early 2000s, Yahoo was king. It was the most popular starting point for web users worldwide, boasting millions of users and countless page views every single day. In the heyday of Yahoo, it wasn't just an internet company, it was the internet company. But as we know, the top is often an insecure place to be. A company with a traditional structure would never be able to handle so many different services. So instead, they hired many different people and put them into groups which would work individually with their own leader. In other words, it was like Yahoo was a collection of many different businesses, each focused on a different product. It reached a point where Yahoo had over 400 different products and services. You could be on the internet all day and never leave Yahoo's website. It was reported that 80% of all internet traffic was on Yahoo's websites, and at its absolute peak, it had a market cap of $128 billion. Then two students with their own little business came to Yahoo and tried to sell their business for $1 million. They declined the offer. That company was Google. The king of the internet was not to last. When the dot-com bubble burst, Yahoo was hit pretty hard. Advertisers were pulling their money and investors weren't putting any more money in, so their cash flow completely stopped. Storm clouds were gathering on Yahoo's horizon. Instability started to creep in at the top. CEOs came and went, each one bringing new ideas, new strategies, but none could halt the decline. Worse yet, Google offered a much easier way to find things on the internet compared to Yahoo's tedious searching through a large directory. Seeing Google's success, Yahoo immediately regretted their decision and went to Google to make a licensing deal where Google Search would be integrated into Yahoo's directory, so at least they would still be going to Yahoo's website. This was a horrible decision because now they've given free publicity to Google. Not to mention, when Google Ads launched, it was a much smarter form of advertising, which connected the advertiser to exactly what the customer was searching for, resulting in more advertisers flocking to Google. Google kept expanding and optimizing their search algorithms, while Yahoo was still in the rat race of trying to juggle all the services they offered. Frantically searching for a solution, Yahoo removed Google from their site and built their own search engine, but it was too late. Google was too big to fail now. It was pretty clear that Yahoo was out of the search game, so instead they tried to buy Facebook. Now, Mark Zuckerberg's board of directors said to him that if Yahoo offered $1 billion for the company, he had to take it. But Zuckerberg didn't actually want to sell this company. So when Yahoo tried to lowball Facebook and only offered $850 million, he happily declined. And by trying to save a couple million, Yahoo missed out on yet another billion-dollar opportunity. They even missed the chance to buy huge companies like YouTube and eBay. Now, there's no guarantee that these companies would be successful if they had been bought by Yahoo. It's completely possible that they would be sucked into the whirlwind of different products and services that Yahoo was making and would be completely forgotten. The thing is, Yahoo's broad services helped fuel their growth in the beginning, but now they were doing too many things and none of them were working. Their resources were spread too thin, and they were losing to companies that had only one focus. They were one giant mess. Then came a string of failed ventures. Yahoo Buzz, Yahoo Mash, GeoCities, all flopped. The expensive acquisition of Tumblr, intended to bring in a younger audience, ended up as a billion-dollar write-off. Despite these issues, Yahoo had a chance to survive. Microsoft offered to buy Yahoo for $44 billion. Yahoo said no, claiming that it undervalued them. They would again come to regret this decision because after only 3 months, their valuation was $14 billion, which is not even a third of what Microsoft offered to buy them for. However, their biggest challenge was themselves. The lack of direction and solid leadership caused their downfall. In 2007, Terry Samuel was CEO. Then from 2007 to 2009, the original founder Jerry Yang took over. From 2009 to 2011, it was Carol Bartz. Then Scott Thompson took over and lasted just the first half of 2012 before Marissa Mayer came in during the summer of 2012. That's 5 CEOs in 6 years. When the new CEO didn't get fast results, they switched them out, which just further led to their destruction. Yahoo was also like a ship without direction. They had too many goals and missions, which actually made it so they had no goals at all. They were spread so thin that they couldn't accomplish anything meaningful despite all their vast resources. The final blow came in the form of massive data breaches in 2013 and 2014. Billions of user accounts were compromised, and Yahoo's reputation took a massive hit. The once dominant internet behemoth was now a shadow of its former self. Its market value was falling, and the end seemed near. And in 2017, the inevitable happened. Yahoo was sold to Verizon, marking the end of a king. From the titan of the internet era to a name from the past, Yahoo's journey is a tale of meteoric rise and a gradual, painful fall. It's a story that is a reminder to all entrepreneurs and businesses. No matter how high you are, the world is always changing. And those who fail to adapt risk falling into their own rat race where better, faster, and more direct competitors will beat you. Under Verizon's wing, Yahoo still lives on. It still does make money from its services, but it's an echo to the giant it once was. The future is uncertain, but for us, Yahoo is a good case study about what happens when you lose sight of your goals. What do you think? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have any stories about Yahoo? We'd love to know.